Hi guys. Hi everyone. My name is Tura, the fashion vegan, and I'm from Uganda, and I'm based in Switzerland. Anyways, hi guys. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are doing fine. I'm feeling myself. You guys, my hair has grown. Look. Hi Quincy. So my hair has grown. Anyways, guys, I have a dope announcement for you guys. Okay, are you ready for it? Okay, what's the announcement? If you check on my Etsy shop, the link is in my bio. Go to the link in my bio. Everything is 50% off. Everything. And if you're in Uganda, am I shouting? I feel like I'm shouting. And if you're in Uganda, I have a person that is traveling within the next 5 days. So you have a chance to go over there, take a screenshot, DM it to me. And once you do that, we can negotiate the price, because I understand the price is in... Quincy, I'll text you later. Because I understand that the price exchange from euros, I think it's in pounds. Yes, it's in pounds to shillings, is a bit a lot. So we can negotiate the price, everyone. Everything must go. Everything is 50% off. It doesn't matter what. So go to the link in my bio and see if there is something that you would like. So if you're in Uganda, again, I'm saying this again one more time, go to my Etsy shop, pick out something that you think you can afford or you'd like or that can fit you, take a screenshot of it, DM it to me, and then tell me, so you're going to tell me which one and how much. We're going to decide on the price depending on the 50% off. So you guys head over there. No more excuses, okay? All of you guys who say that my stuff is expensive, go over there, okay? All of you guys that say that my stuff is expensive, go to my Etsy. Everything is 50% off. And yeah, that's the announcement I wanted to make. Yeah, okay. Moving on, there is something that I was diving into recently. Well, not diving into, but you know, it's the daily struggle of mental health and trying to understand yourself. And I don't know about you guys, but I keep on saying this, like growing up. Hi, Phil. Ooh. Like growing up, I was very sheltered and feeling good condoms. Oh my goodness. Hi. So growing up, I was really sheltered. Yeah, like I had a strict father. My father was very strict growing up, and we were very sheltered from so many things in the world, right? And to me, in my 30s, I'm only learning certain concepts about life, about things, so many things that I'm only getting to know now. And that's really, you know, I have to take a step back and understand that just because I've accumulated, just because you guys, Feel Good Condoms said that they are vegan. Yay! Yes, to vegan. What are the condoms made of? Please let us know over there. What are the condoms made of? Are they edible? Does that mean they are edible? Okay. Anyways, so having been sheltered, there are so many things that I got to know as an adult. For example, I just got to know that some people in this world, like, they will make the most out of the little, meaning that, okay, this is about modesty, right? I grew up knowing that showing off is not a good thing, right? He say lupin instead of cassin. I will have to read about that. He or she said, the person from Feel Good Condoms said that lupine instead of casein. So you guys who are looking for vegan condoms, please go to Feel Good Condoms. Yes. So as I was still saying, like, from being sheltered, there are so many things that I'm only getting to know as an adult. And when people ask me, why don't you have a child? I'm like, I'm still a baby. Anyways, for example, modesty, right? Growing up that way, for me, in my head, I thought you have to be modest. There is no need to show off. Don't blow your own horn. Or maybe the environment that I was in did not empower the person enough for you to express yourself, which would be called showing off, right? So I'm only learning in my 30s that having a talent is something good, not something you should hide or feel shy about. Like, I've learned that people with the least talent will show off the most, and you're like, damn girl, like. And I need to tell that to myself, because I'm working on it. I'm working on knowing who I am. I'm working on knowing what my gifts are, and I'm working on being able to share those gifts. I don't know if you know what I mean. So within that, there are some lessons that I'm going through, trying to understand myself. Guys, if you just joined, Sandra, what's up? Hi, Sandra. Hi everyone, if you just joined, this live is about me announcing a sale that is on Etsy. Link in my bio, everything is 50% off. And Sandra, if you're in Uganda, there is no excuse. I have someone coming this week. Just go there, take a screenshot, send it to me, and we negotiate the price, because I know the price difference, whatever, those ones. Anyways, yeah, so back to what I was saying, you guys, why? Okay, back to what I was saying. We need to reparent ourselves after learning that our parents, even us as adults here, we are still young. There are still so many concepts that we haven't yet grasped. So we really have to reparent all the time. And by reparenting, also it means changing the voice within our heads, The voice, if you grew up in a negative environment, you're going to constantly hear things like you're not good enough. Not really hear them, but subconsciously act into them that you're not good enough. So with that being said, let me share with you something that you can, take home, because there is something I wrote down. And so it's just stress and coping mechanisms. So the number one is denial, like denying. Why am I talking about stress? It's because it's something that I'm working on. I'm working on being able to manage my stress. So one of the things, the negative coping mechanisms, where the things that we deny, the things that we deny or bury under the rug, they keep on growing, and they burst, they burst. And then, in fact, during that time, we forget who we are, because you're denying that you are too thick and you need to lose weight, or you're denying that you are abused, or you're denying that you are, So the best thing is to face something head on and deal with it, grow from it, and then move on. So yes, then the second thing is, so you need to ask yourself, this is a takeaway, what am I denying? Yeah, what am I denying? I wrote it down for myself. I'm going to ponder upon it this week. And yes, so then the other one is self-blame. What do I blame myself for? What do you blame yourself for? Are you blaming yourself for things that have nothing to do with you? Are you blaming yourself harshly? Or are you not forgiving yourself? Because no one is perfect, Whatever it is that you did, the fact that you are still here, it means that the universe still appreciates your presence. So it shouldn't make you feel like, because I did something, it means like you still can atone for that, whatever you did, you still can change. So I'm rushing through them. Of course, alcohol and drugs, passive aggressive behavior. This used to be me, and like, instead of expressing myself to a person that has hurt me, then I would start, being a bitch, you know, whether it's online or with the people around me. And I needed to check that. The thing about checking it is you have to be present. You have to be present because some of these things have become habits where you're always throwing shade, you know. So yeah, be present for that and work on that. Procrastination where you don't feel worthy. I think, in my opinion, procrastination comes from feeling like you're not worthy, of consistency, feeling like you're not worthy of something bigger than yourself right now, because if it cannot be bigger than you if you are that thing, right? So I'm also a victim of procrastination. I will not lie. I'm a victim, but I'm working on it. We are together, you know. Just okay, this is how I'm going to deal with it. I'm just always going to be present. Like the moment I say in my head, oh, I'll do that later, I need to come back to being, because that do that later is a subconscious mind. It's not your conscious mind, because you're used to saying I will do that later. So in that moment you're not even aware that you're actually procrastinating something that is important to you or for your life or whatever. So with that, I think the solution is to prioritize, whether it's weekly, monthly, daily. Like, what are my 2 priorities or 3? Like, I don't put pressure on myself. Once you've done those 3 priorities, everything else you do is a bonus. Everything else you do after that is a bonus. So let's go to the other one is self-sabotage. All of us, okay, not all of us, I won't speak for all of us, I'll speak for myself. I self-sabotage a lot. Like, something really good will happen, and then I'll have imposter syndrome that maybe I don't deserve it, or I shouldn't be there, or, you know, and then the steps that follow up after that or towards that, I do not take them and push them for another time or hope that there'll be another chance, and there never is. So that's something we all need to work on. And and also self-sabotage leads to perfectionism, whereby you always want to be perfect. So instead of putting out your work, you're scared of criticism, and that happens to me as well. Like, I will overjudge myself, and I will think that people are overjudging me, and I will in the end not put up my work, and I'll be like, oh no, it's not good enough, or I'll compare myself to other people, and then I'll self-sabotage myself, like, period, you know. Okay, then deliberate neglect of responsibilities. I think that also goes into self-sabotage, right? Like, yeah, Sandra, we are all victims. Culprits, not even victims. Deliberate neglect of responsibilities. I think this is now when you've procrastinated enough, you've self-sabotaged enough, and then now you literally start neglecting yourself, you know. For me, in this case, it would show up in what I eat, like, or even not eat, because I became so small when it came to neglect. All of this now causes depression, because too much stress, again, it goes into depression. So during that time, I lost so much weight. I couldn't be recognized. I couldn't take care of myself, right? Because I'm my first responsibility, you know. So you just be off. You're not even good for the universe, because you are pissed, you are angry, you are stressed, you're all those things. And then the last one is behavioral disengagement and like poor social skills. Like, when you become socially awkward, you know, because you're not confident, you have imposter syndrome, you don't feel like you're worthy, all those things. Yeah, so then it leads into that. So so behavioral, I don't think I've experienced this, but I think it affects most people who do public speaking, all those other things. I don't know, I haven't reached this extent, I still remain social. Although I would say like it affects me, because when I was really down, I couldn't even come in front of the camera. I was so shy. I was so self-aware. I'll be like, oh my God, they're going to look at my wrinkles. Or something, I don't even know, some nonsense that doesn't make sense. Or my eyebrows are not perfect. I mean, now we have filters. Look at me. What can you say? But anyways, you guys, all of this lack of stress management leads to the following. It leads to depression. So depression meaning persistent sadness, no positive emotions. You're just an angry person. The negative views of self, meaning you look at yourself like you're worthless. And then self-loathing. You start hating yourself. You're like, damn, first of all, you're not forgiving yourself, right? Which comes into the inappropriate guilt. You know, whatever it is that you did, you have to forgive yourself. And you have to have some compassion for yourself. Hi, Linda. And you have to have some compassion for yourself, because first you have to forgive yourself before you forgive any other person. You have to forgive yourself. And then the chronic stress leads to anxiety. Like if you've now transitioned from depression to anxiety, which is excessive worry about each and everything. There's a point I used to be there. I used to worry about everything, and that was me growing up. I used to be worried that I'm going to get into trouble because my father was this big person. No. I'm like, oh, I don't want to disappoint my father. I don't want to get pregnant young. I don't want to drop out of school. Things that really don't even have anything to do with whatever it is that I'm doing. But it's because I had so much fear to disappoint him, I developed anxiety, hence me biting my nails, which I'm working on, right? So you develop certain habits that you don't even know subconsciously. The other one is you develop phobias that you never had before. Like you develop, I don't have that, so maybe I'm claustrophobic. I don't think that's a phobia. And then you get panic attacks, like you're supposed to speak in public, or you're supposed to meet someone, or you're going on a date, even just small social things where you get a panic attack and you don't understand why. It's because you've allowed all these things to pile up on you, like a self-blame, alcohol and drugs, aggressive behavior, all those things, procrastination. You've allowed them to take over yourself. And now you're in that point whereby whatever it is that you're going through is what is defining you, and it shouldn't be that way, right? And then it leads to social anxiety, where you have this intense fear of being judged or whatever. And then to the extremes, you develop obsessive compulsive disorder, where you are extremely perfectionist, or you're extremely clean, or extremely sensitive, like, or you become paranoid. You know, you want to check the door all the time. You want to see if someone is watching you all the time. So yeah, that was a whole mouthful, right? Anyways, that's what I've been doing this week, and I empower you guys to ponder upon whatever it is that you've heard. And don't forget about the sale. There is a sale on my Etsy, okay? There's a sale on my Etsy. You guys can get everything that you want. Thank you for staying with me here. Oh wait, there's something I want to show you guys. No, should I do? I'm shy. Okay. No, next time. I wanted to dance for you, water. I learned the dance, but I think I'll do that next time. And I have a local cough. Sorry, bye, guys.